What a performance it was from Martin Bakole against Anderson, completely exposing the young American heavyweight. Unbelievable performance from Martin Bakole there. Just easy, to be fair, just completely beat down Anderson, puts his shots together really well. Martin Bakole does, very quick for his size. And that was just so much better from Martin Bakole overall. And I personally thought Anderson would win because I'm a dumbass. But American heavyweights are basically all dead, if we're being honest. Like, American heavyweights are now basically non-existent. They haven't got anyone good. Wild is now washed, and Anderson, all the Americans were relying on him to be the next big heavyweight star, and he goes on and lets them down like that. Let's be real. Europe rules heavyweights right now. Let's be real, 100%. That was absolutely shocking from Anderson, to be honest, but fantastic from Bakole. Anderson was just walking into shots in the end with zero head movement, attacking in straight lines, and that's the worst thing you want to do against someone like Bakole. You want to be trying to work angles against someone like Bakole, pivot off a lot of hots, but Anderson was unable to do that. He's not enough to beat Bakole whatsoever. Not a good enough all-round boxer like I thought he would be. But I don't mind. I wanted Bakole to win the fight because it would have been funny if Anderson lost, and he did lose. But yeah, look. Bakole's work was just fantastic today overall, to be fair. And the guy hits ridiculously hard. He's a real good explosive combination puncher as well, Martin Bakole. And his footwork, I think, has definitely got better as well. I thought in Bakole's fight against Carlos Takam, his footwork looked really poor there. That's partly why I thought Anderson would be good enough to outbox him today. But no, Bakole's footwork was good enough it was good enough to win. It looked much better in my opinion. And yeah, he put his shots together much better as well. Managed to, fight at a good range, put his shots together, time himself with the uppercut really well, dropped Anderson in the first round, and it just kept on getting better and better and better. And ended up stopping him in the fifth. Fantastic performance from Martin Bakole. But yeah, Anderson just got completely exposed overall today. Literally, none of his shots did enough to Bakole whatsoever to really trouble him or hurt him at all. Anderson did respond a bit in the second round, but didn't really hurt Bakole much at all, to be fair. Bakole was just eating his shots easily like they were nothing. The power of Anderson, it's always been overrated, and Bakole proved it again. And Bakole exposing the chin of Anderson, because if we're being real, I don't think Anderson's chin's really ever fully been tested, but it really was today, and Anderson was not able to hold up at all. He was not able to hold up at all. Anderson's overall boxing skills, overrated. Bakole completely just found so many gaps in Anderson's game to really get at. Bakole was putting some good body work together. Anderson was open there and was just easily able to open him up top, and just picked him off easily, to be fair, and knocked him out. Just an easy win for Martin Bakole. Just put his shots together really well. Anderson was like a punching bag for Bakole that whole fight, if we're being real. Anderson was like a moving punching bag for Martin Bakole. He was not competitive at all, really, if we're being honest. Bakole just stood his ground really well against Anderson, and Anderson was not able to do anything. Anderson doesn't put his shots together well enough at all, isn't quick enough, wasn't confusing enough for someone like Martin Bakole. And, that's not it. Like, overall, I do rate Martin Bakole, but if you want to prove that you're a real top heavyweight, I think you've got to be beating Martin Bakole, and Anderson couldn't do it, and in fact was nowhere near being able to do it. Couldn't even trouble the guy at all. It was just easy for Martin Bakole to find his openings. Anderson was walking into shots. His head was easy to snap back for Martin Bakole. Just so uncompetitive. It was unreal, if I'm being honest. It was unreal to see how uncompetitive that was. It was a fantastic performance by Bakole, putting his shots together well. always timing Anderson. Anderson was so predictable, just attacking in straight lines. And Bakole, let's be real, I did say his footwork has improved a bit, and it definitely has since that attack out fight. But if we're being honest, though, Bakole didn't really have to move at all, to be fair. Anderson was just walking right at him, right into his shots with no movement. And Bakole, just his timing is unbelievable, to be fair. And Bakole did a fantastic job of exposing Anderson. He did so well, Martin Bakole. He does deserve a lot of credit for that. What's his next steps, I think, are interesting. I would like to see him against Zhang. Zhang currently hasn't got a fight. I would like to see that possibly late this year, in my opinion. Usyk Fury 2 undercard. I'd like to see Bakole and Zhang. Bakole and, I know, Ruiz and Miller are probably going to rematch because of their draw. I think Bakole and Zhang's a good fight to make overall, to be fair. I think it is a very solid fight to make. Dillian White versus Martin Bakole. I think that could be one to make for a card on for a fight on Riyadh season as well. 100%. Usyk Fury undercard possibly. That's one as well. Bakole and White is a fantastic clash of styles. And at this point, I think Bakole would probably beat White. I think Zhang probably beats Bakole though. For Anderson, I don't know. He's looked so lackluster in his last fight, so I don't know why I picked him to win. He looked awful in the Charles Martin fight. Looked awful against Murray in his recent one. And, you know, the footwork's just not there from Anderson. The skills just aren't there. And Bakole punished him badly. Bakole badly punished Anderson for all the mistakes he was making, walking into shots. Anderson's jab just was non-existent to Bakole, really. And Bakole just walked through it, backed Anderson up so easily as well. Bakole was able to cut off the ring, backed him up onto those ropes so easily. It was so easy for him. Bakole, the way stronger man as well. Bakole did everything right and exposed the American hype job. There we go. Thanks for watching.